Today we're going to talk a little bit about math, but the biggest problem that most people have with math is not calculation. It comes when we start putting words in our math. We have to deal with word problems because it's a question of what is it that this thing wants me to do? Well, word problems you have to look at carefully and decipher, because they're written with a variety of code words, and you have to learn the math code words. Let me give you an example. Jane went to the store and bought 6 packages of jelly beans. Is that addition? Well, of course it is. She bought them, so she increased the amount she had. Addition always increases what someone has. Now, it doesn't matter that she bought jelly beans. It doesn't matter she went to the store. It doesn't matter that her name is Jane. What you're looking for is that word bought. Okay? That's a way to say increased or added. Okay? Fred lost his tennis shoes. Is that subtraction? Yeah, because he no longer has them. Gave away is another way to say it. Sold is another way to say it. In a word problem, you're looking for those key words. Now, when it comes to multiplication, it's a little tougher. Multiplication uses words like per, which talk about a rate. Okay. Let's see here. Fred the egg farmer gathered 6 eggs per chicken. He has 15 chickens. How many eggs did he gather? Well, per chicken or each chicken. Those are hints that these are groups. So each chicken had a group of eggs, and Fred collected the entire group. Each group had the same number. This means I can use multiplication. Division's the same type of thing. I might have to listen for the word. Johnny had 16 magic cards and 6 friends, and he gave each, and he divided the cards between each. Well, in that case, we're using the word divided. Division's a little tougher in that. So what you're looking for is someone taking a big group and splitting it into smaller groups. Multiplication is I've got a lot of groups and I'm making a bigger group. Division is I have a big group and I'm making smaller groups. These are the cues that you look for. The first thing you do with a word problem is read the whole problem. Step 1. I like to, after I read it, step 2 is circle every number. Step 3, I like to see what's the actual thing they want me to do. That's usually the last sentence. And it will be, how many eggs did he have in total? How many chickens did he have? How many bags of jelly beans did she end up with? There's going to be that phrase. That's what you're looking for. So somehow the numbers up top, which tend to be numbers, I'm looking for what's the operation, and the operation is going to be in that code word, those many ways to say that. And then I'm going to get my answer from there. Word problems require that you transliterate. That's to change the language. Okay? I want to change language into mathematics symbols. Okay? The word equals, if I write equals, well, it starts with an E. There's EQUALS. It spells equals. In math, I write those 2 little lines. So that's what I'm doing is I'm transliterating the numbers and the keywords into an equation or a number sentence. Then I can solve it. Because if I've already mastered multiplication, addition, subtraction, and division, then all I really have to do is figure out what it was they want me to do, write it as a math sentence or an equation, and then run the numbers. Running the numbers is the easy part. Now, this is not as easy as it sounds later, because then there are 1-step, 2-step, 3-step equations that you have to get out of that. But here's what I need you to do. I want you to make a chart. And the chart should have 4 quadrants or 4 areas. So you can take a piece of paper and draw a big line cutting it in half both ways. And in each of the quadrants, okay, and one of them put a plus sign, and one of them put a multiplication sign, and one of them put a division sign, and one of them put a subtraction sign. And I want you in those quadrants to write as many different ways to say that mathematical operation as you can. And I want you to keep this, and you're going to build into it as you come up with more. Okay? I want you to see where, how many ways you can say add and subtract, buy, bought, sold, lost for subtraction, and then move into the harder ones of multiplication and division. Once you get familiar with that language, then you'll find word problems are very simple. It's a question of simply finding what they want you to do. We'll talk more about this later, but right now, start that chart and keep that with you. Bye-bye.